Zack finished his maths test and handed it in to Miss Rosamond. It was almost time for recess. He started thinking about those tricky trapeze rings. Zack went out to recess with his best friend Sonia. "Are you going to take the trapeze rings again?" Sonia asked. Lately they had been going there every recess. "I have to get across them," Zack said. "Why do you care so much anyways?" Sonia asked. Zack thought about that. "I don't know," he said. "I just do. Those rings are so hard for me. Will feel really good to get across them." But when they got to the rings, Zack didn't move. "What's the matter?" Sonia asked. "I'm not sure I can do it." "Sure you can," Sonia said. "Easy for you to say," Zack said. "You already can do the trapeze rings." "I couldn't always do them," Sonia said. "It took me a lot of tries. Do you know what your plan is?" Zack climbed up to the platform. "My plan is to try not to look stupid." "No, I'm serious," Sonia said. "My dad says when I try something hard, it helps to have a plan." Zack had never really thought of having a plan. He just wanted to get across without falling. Then he got an idea. "My plan is to go across as fast as I can before my arms get tired." Zack jumped for the first ring and grabbed it. As he lunged for the second ring, his fingers slipped and he fell to the ground. "Arr!" Zack yelled. "I am so done with these rings." "But you almost made it," Sonia said. "What planet are you on?" Zack said. The word planet gave Sonia an idea. "Do you remember last week when we were playing Rocket Quest? You didn't give up no matter how hard it was. You made it to level 12. That's higher than anyone I know." Sonia was right. Zack had managed to get by the slippery banana missiles while moving backward and sideways through an asteroid field. Sometimes a missile destroyed his ship. When it did, he found a new way to get through the field on his next turn. Zack said, "I've got to come up with a new way to do these trapeze rings. My way doesn't work. How do you do them?" Sonia shrugged. "It is hard to explain. Here, I'll show you." Sonia grabbed the first ring and swung back and forth to get closer to the next ring. She made it all the way across. "Wow," Zack said. "You are good." "Thanks. It took me a long time to get it." "I think I have an idea," Zack said. He climbed onto the platform and reached for the first ring. This time he rocketed back and forth. As he swung forward, the second ring was easier to reach than ever before. He tried to rock to the third bar, but his arms ached too much. He let go and fell to the ground. "Great job," said Sonia. "You got farther than before." "I'm going to try again," Zack said. "You can do it, Zack. Don't give up." His good friend's words gave Zack confidence. The words "you can do it" and "don't give up" repeated in his head as he climbed the platform to try again. He reached out for the first ring and swung back and forth. Then he swung forward. He grabbed the second bar tightly, feeling its cold metal against his hand. "You can do it, don't give up," he said to himself. He swung out and grabbed the third bar. His arms ached, but he didn't let go. One more ring. He swung and grabbed the last ring. Then he swung onto the other platform. "You did it," Sonia yelled. Zack jumped off the platform and gave her a high five. "Thanks for your help," he said. Zack felt great. Sometimes he worried he would never make it across the trapeze rings. But he didn't give up, and his hard work paid off. Their teacher, Miss Rosamond, came over to see what was going on. "What's all the excitement about?" she asked. Sonia told her what Zack had done. Miss Rosamond said, "Congratulations, Zack. It sounds like you achieved a goal that was important to you. Having a goal is the first step to achieving something hard. What other steps did you do?" Sonia had the idea for the next step, said Zack. "Make a plan." "It was my dad's idea, really," Sonia said. "Well, it's a good one," Miss Rosamond said. "What came next?" The two kids looked at each other, trying to remember. "We talked about a video game," Sonia said. "Oh yeah," Zack said. "When I was playing Rocket Crash, I found a new way to get past the hard part when my first idea didn't work," Sonia said. "And when you watched me draw a crash, you figured out a new way to try it," Miss Rosamond said. "So the third step was to make a plan. Just like when you were having trouble with your times table, you made a new plan starting with flashcards." "Yeah," Zack said. "It worked too." "Did you have any more steps?" Miss Rosamond asked. Zack shrugged. "Just keep trying," he said. "Did anything help you keep trying?" "Well," Zack said, "it is kind of silly. I kept saying you can do it, don't give up, over and over." "That's not silly at all," Miss Rosamond said. "It is called positive self-talk. When you give yourself positive messages, it really helps you keep going." "It did seem to help," Zack said. "The way you two figured this out really worked," Miss Rosamond said. "It could help you again. How can you remember those steps for next time?" "Hey," Sonia said. "There are 4 steps just like there are 4 rings. Maybe we could use the rings as a tool. The hang in there rings." "Awesome," Zack said. Sonia drew 4 rings on a sheet of paper. In the first ring, Zack wrote the words, "Start with a goal." In the second ring, he wrote, "Make a plan." He wrote, "Make a plan if you need it." In the third ring, he labeled the fourth ring with "Keep trying" to the end. When they were done, Sonia and Zack asked Miss Rosamond to take a photo of them with their new tool to remember what they accomplished. To help you learn how to hang in there when you feel like giving up, you can use Zack and Sonia's hang in there rings. In the first ring, write what you want to do and why it is important to you. In the second, ring, write how you are going to meet your goal. Write a new plan in the third ring if your first way isn't working. And in the last ring, write some ideas that will help you keep going until the end. You can write some positive self-ideas such as believe, don't give up, or you can do it. Finishing what you started can help you feel better about yourself and what you're doing.